I'm over here at my brother's grave. You know, these past few months I've been feeling pretty lonely without him. and then I broke up with my ex. And you know, when you really love someone, you try to do everything you can for them. And you feel like you give it all, but the other person just don't think it is.
Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, Ron. And I am the guy that talks too much. As always, I appreciate you for stopping by and showing love to my channel. Do you know that November is Men's Mental Health Month? Do you know that November 19th is Men's International Day to celebrate men? I bet you didn't, right? You want to know why? Because nobody in this modern era, nobody cares about men, especially men's mental health, which this is what this video is going to be about. Men's mental health and their struggles, right? Because apparently it only matters when it comes to women and small children, right? All this talk about mental health, but when it comes to men, it's more like society doesn't care, women don't care. It's more like what we have to deal with a lot of suck it up and shut up, right? But stay tuned, keep it locked. This is going to be a very informative video. It's your boy Ron. Let's get it. But
it was a fun life. I had a great time. It was great, but for it to be cut so short. I know this world's gonna forget me. I know y'all are all gonna move on.
So I have this article that I wanted to go over with you guys, and don't worry, I'm not gonna keep it. I know you guys have short attention span. I'm not gonna keep you here for long. I just want to go over some of the key details of this article. I already read it, so I'm only gonna highlight some of the points. Let's just get right to it. When we talk about the health of an individual, we aren't just talking about the absence of illness, but the state of a mental, physical, and social well-being. Mental health is such a vital component of overall wellness, but it's often overlooked as negligible determinant of our health. More than 42 million Americans experience mental illness each year, and we're focusing on the group in particularly this month. June is Men's Mental Health. It says, June is Men's Health Month. Oh, look at that. Through this article, I didn't even know that June was Men's Health. November is Men's Mental Health. I get it. Oh, wow. Look at that. And we're exploring the critical mental health needs of men, right? And let's just get into some of the details. Nearly 1 in 10 men experience depression, anxiety, according to the poll of 21,000 American men by researchers at the National Center of Health Statistics. Nearly 1 in 10 men report experiences of some form of depression or anxiety, but less than half sought treatment. Remember how in that video, which I can put it right here, and I'll link it in the description below, in the mediocre tutorials and reviews video that I made about men's health. Remember how I said in one of the stats how most men, even when most men don't seek help, right? Not only for their mental health, but their physical well-being. And when they do go to a doctor, they will withhold certain information, right? So let's continue. Men die by suicide 3 times more often than women. Men experience a higher rate of suicide than women. Depression, when left untreated, can in some cases reach a crisis point of suicidal contemplation. With so few men reaching out for help or support, instead of suffering in silence, this may be one of the reasons why men face a higher suicide rate. About 6 of every 10 men experience at least one trauma in their lives. I'm pretty sure as you brothers are watching, myself too. I have experienced plenty of trauma in my life, especially living in the hood, right? Men are more likely to experience trauma related to accidents, physical assault, combat, disaster, or witness of death, which that's one that I have to experience, and I don't recommend to nobody, or injury. PTSD can develop weeks and months, sometimes even years after an experienced trauma, and can cause a person to relieve the traumatic event and avoid places and situations that serve as a reminder of it. Men are almost 2 times or more likely to binge drink than women. Not only do men binge drink more often than women, but men consistently have higher rates of alcohol related to death and hospitalizations. Men are most likely to have used alcohol before dying of suicide. 49% of men feel more depressed than they admit to the people in their life. Today's show commission survey of more than 1,000 men revealed that the truth that many assume men are much less likely to voice struggles with mental illness and even thoughts of suicide, right? And then before we continue, and I'll show you the infographics, I just want to let me bring myself back to the normal view, right? And this is something that I want to say to all the young men watching, right? Something that I struggle with myself. I'm gonna be open about this shit. I've been clinically diagnosed with severe anxiety 3 times, right? And I'm pretty sure I will get diagnosed again, right? I encourage men of all ages, please seek out therapy. Please get a better group of friends around you. I know as men, we tend to stick to the people that we know for sometimes, but trust me when I tell you, those friends of you for 10 years, 15 years, the people you know from back in the day, from middle school, they're just that way. And they not contributing to a better mental health. If not, they putting a weight on your mental health. They make you feel worse. Trust me, I know all about it. I had cut people off my life that are not conducive to my mental health or are contributing anyhow to not only my mental health, to me as a person. I have cut people out. It has been one of the best things I ever done. Also, man, I know, because I'm a man, I know how we deal with pain. We think, swallowing our pride, pause, and just holding it in is the way. But look, man, as I just turned 30, I realized, there's better ways. And I'm not gonna sit here in front of you and act like I'm this holy person who's figuring shit out. I'm just starting to figure this shit out on my own. Well, through the years, right? I'm learning how to seek help now, right? Like one of my biggest goals for 2022 is to do therapy. We all need it, man. I work too hard. I'm at the point where I feel like I'm burnt out, so I need help. 10 years ago, I probably would have been, nah, man, I'm gonna suck it up. I'm a man, pause. All this and that. I'm not going to no doctor. But now, as I got older and wiser, I'm telling you, seek out therapy from a professional, right? Seek out, if you have a church, a support group, or just one good friend that you can vent to, right? Or a forum or supportive people that go through the same struggles as you. I encourage you guys to seek out help, right? It's okay to be a man. It's okay to be tough, right? But, the term used here in the manosphere, the alpha term, alphas, no, I'm not an alpha or sigma. I don't claim to be any of that. I'm just a masculine man. But it's an alpha thing to recognize, right? When the leader needs help, when the leader needs some guidance, right? So go out there, be an alpha in a good way, and go seek the help that you need. Also, we got to learn how to heal. So this is sort of an infographic for men's mental health, right? And I'm also gonna link it below. So if you guys want to seek some help, you can see some of the buttons here. You can find help. These are the resources. Find a warm line. All these things that you can do. Live mentally healthy. And I'm going to go to some of these resources too, but I want to show you some of this in case you want to get in touch with some professionals, right? You do that on your own. I'm not here about to give you no medical advice. So let's just read some of the things it says here. Mental Health America is proud to recognize Juice Men's Health Month. Check out the infographic below. So some of the quick facts about men, yada, yada, yada. If you think your loved one may be experiencing mental health illness, visit this website. I'm also going to link this website down below. Like I said, this is going to be a different type of manosphere channel. So let's keep going. 5-minute guide to men's mental health. Male population in the U.S. is 151 million. Males affected by depression per year, 6 million. That means there's 6 million of us going through it with some sort of depression, anxiety, any of these things. So let's just read some of these quick stats, right? Some of the stuff that I already read, but 1 in 5 adults experience mental health problem this year. Serious mental illness costs America $193 billion in lost earnings per year. Of course, capitalism only care about the money. Major mental health problems affecting men, as we spoke about. Depression, anxiety, right? Approximately 19.1, almost 20 million men, adults ages 18 to 54, suffering from some sort of anxiety disorder, right? Panic attacks, agoraphobia, any other phobia, whatever. I can attest to that because I've been battling anxiety my whole life. Bipolar disorder, thank God I don't have that. But I know men around me, people that I grew up with that has, and they're good people too, that have bipolar disorder, psychosis and schizophrenia, eating disorders. That's all the brothers who are obese, right? Some fast facts about suicide. Here's some of the, stacks, right? And the risk, let's just read this one. You can read the ones for yourself, but let's just read the factors, right? Risk factors. Factors including social isolation, substance abuse, unemployment, military-related trauma, genetic predisposition, and other moods of disorder put individuals in a higher risk of suicide. So your mental, how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself, right? Having more of a hold on, guys. I just want to see. Okay. Having more of a positive reinforcement to yourself, because negative self-talk, and we all have negative self-talks ourselves. I don't do it often, but there was a point in my life where I was down. I'm going to talk about that in another video where I talk down on myself. Also, other causes, right, for mental health issues: substance abuse, alcohol dependency. Gay and bisexual men, homosexual men are more likely to have higher rates of substances and abuse than heterosexual male. Like I said, this is a manosphere channel for all men, and gay men are still men. Oh shit! About to get canceled. But the gay brothers are also welcome to this channel. I'm all for the winning of all men, right? Military veterans, of course, with the trauma that they go to. Famous athletes, right? And wow, look at that right away at the top, right? We see Brandon Marshall, Terry Bradshaw, right? Larry Sanders, Keon Doolin. But right away we see football, right? Very context poor, very high trauma. You can read some of it during his time as a wide receiver for Miami. So the Miami Dolphins. Marshall announced his diagnosis of borderline personality disorder. He spent 3 months in the intensive treatment of McLean Hospital in Belmont, Massachusetts, where he used dialectical behavior therapy to work on emotions regulations. Of course, man, even baseball, right? The science of male's mental health. Also, low levels of testosterone are correlated to depression, stress, mood swings, especially among older men. Seeking treatment, men are less likely, like we mentioned already in this channel and the other article below, men are more likely to seek out help. Men are less likely than women to seek out the help they need for the depression, substance abuse, and stressful and other life events. Social norms, reluctance to talk, downplaying symptoms. Like I said, the things that we do as men. Let me just bring myself back into view, right? And I just want to leave this video here. I get it that as men we gotta be tough and we gotta persevere, but when it comes to mental health, I promise you, brothers, there's no need to be tough. It's okay to be vulnerable, right? And I know vulnerability with us men, it's like a curse word, right? It's like submissive with the 3 or 4s, right, or with women, right? But when we hear vulnerability, we go, oh, nah. Now, as someone who has been vulnerable to the wrong people, I get where you coming from, right? Because sometimes when we open up, we get shitted on, especially by female species. But I tell you, if you don't feel comfortable venting to your girlfriend, your mom, who can be very insensitive at the time, I'm speaking from experience, seek out professional help. talk to a pastor, talk to a psychiatrist, psychologist, right? Talk to a coach, a positive male reinforcement that you have in your life. Talk to them, right? Somebody that you trust. And trust me, brother, that will make you feel, it will not alleviate all the pain. It's a process of healing, right? Healing the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, right? Talk to whoever it is that you need to talk to, but please seek the professional help other than working out, other than having people around you, right? Or new friends. I suggest, please, seek professional help from a mental health provider. I will be doing that in 2022. It's one of my biggest goals. But I want to leave it here. The video got a bit too long. As always, guys, please tell me what you think in the comment sections down below. It's your boy Ron. I love you guys. Thank you for showing me support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, activate the notification bell, and share with everybody you know. It's your boy Ron, and I'm out. Peace.